power that seemed unbreakable. For more than 6 centuries, the Ottoman Empire stood as one of the most powerful forces in history. It stretched across 3 continents, from the gates of Vienna to the deserts of Arabia to the coasts of North Africa. Empires rose and fell around it, but the Ottomans endured, until suddenly they didn't. Because when the fall finally came, it came fast, and it shocked the world. The rise of an empire. The story began in the early 1300s, with a small Turkish state led by Osman I. What started as a frontier kingdom quickly turned into a growing empire. Through conquest, strategy, and strong leadership, the Ottomans expanded into Europe and Asia. They captured Constantinople in 1453, turning it into their capital, Istanbul. This was not just expansion, it was transformation. A new world power had arrived, the Golden Age of Glory. The empire reached its peak under Suleiman the Magnificent. During his reign, the Ottomans controlled major trade routes, commanded powerful armies, and built a sophisticated system of law and governance. Cities flourished, culture thrived, power seemed endless. But beneath this golden age, there were hidden cracks. The first signs of decline. By the late 1500s, things began to shift. Military defeats started to appear. The Battle of Lepanto, 1571, weakened Ottoman naval dominance. Then came the failed Siege of Vienna, 1683, a turning point that marked the end of expansion into Europe. For the first time, the empire was not advancing. It was retreating, a system losing control. After strong rulers like Suleiman, leadership began to weaken. Sultans became less involved in governance. Power shifted to court officials, advisors, and factions. Corruption spread. Decisions became slower, less effective. And the empire, once tightly controlled, began to loosen from within. The economic shift that changed everything. At the same time the world was changing, European powers discovered new sea routes to Asia. Trade began to bypass Ottoman lands. What once brought wealth now brought decline. Revenue fell, inflation rose, taxes increased. The empire that once controlled global trade was now being left behind, falling behind a changing world. While Europe entered the age of industry and innovation, the Ottoman Empire struggled to keep up. Factories, technology, and modern armies transformed Europe, but the Ottomans remained largely traditional. Their military fell behind. Their economy weakened further. The gap between them and Europe became impossible to ignore. Nationalism, the invisible enemy. Inside the empire, a new force was rising. Nationalism. Different groups, Greeks, Serbs, Bulgarians, Arabs, began demanding independence. They no longer saw themselves as part of one empire. They wanted their own nations. Revolts spread across the Balkans, one by one. Territories began to break away. The sick man of Europe. By the 19th century, the Ottoman Empire had a new name, the sick man of Europe. It was still standing, but clearly weakening. Leaders tried to reform the empire. Modern laws, new military systems, Western-style education. But reforms came too late, and resistance from within slowed everything down. The final collapse, World War I. The final blow came with World War I. The Ottoman Empire joined Germany and its allies, but the war ended in defeat. Its lands were divided by foreign powers. Its authority collapsed, and nationalist movements grew stronger than ever. After centuries of survival, the empire could no longer hold together. The end of an era. In 1922, the Ottoman Sultanate was abolished. By 1923, the empire officially ended. In its place, a new nation emerged, modern Turkey, led by Mustafa Kemal Atatürk. What remained was not an empire, but a completely new beginning. The Ottoman Empire did not fall in a single moment. It collapsed under the weight of time, change, and pressure from within and outside. For centuries, it adapted and survived. But in the end, it could not keep up with a rapidly changing world. And when it finally fell, it marked the end of one of the greatest empires in history.